Hello people, welcome one and all to Jojo's Learning Club.
Hello guys, I'm back again. So this is my part 3 on simultaneous equations. On my previous videos, I have discussed work problems on simultaneous equations. If you have not watched my videos on simultaneous equations part 1 and part 2, please watch it before so you can get a better understanding on part 3. And in my part 3, I will be discussing on practical problems. So where you have to solve the values of several quantities using simultaneous equations. So I have written here 3 problems and I will be discussing today 3 problems for your understanding. So how to deal with practical problems when you have to find several quantities from an equation. Okay, so my first equation is the first problem is the molar heat capacity of a solid compound is given by the equation C is equal to A plus BT, where C is equal to 52, T is equal to 100. So C is equal to 52 and T is equal to 100. And when C is equal to 172, the value of T is 400. So from this, we have to determine the constants A and B. So whenever you get a problem like this, so what you have to write? First of all, you have to write all the given conditions. In the problem, it is especially specified that C is equal to A plus B into T. So in general, in some problems, you may not get the you may not get the equation. So you have to remember the equation for yourself. Otherwise, if it is given specifically in the problem, then you can use that. C is equal to A plus BT. Then, what are the conditions given? C is equal to, the value of C is 52 when T is equal to 400. So, let's substitute these values. What happens? 52 is equal to A plus B into 100. So, I can write this 100B. Okay. And the next one, what it is the next one is given? C is equal to 172 and T is equal to 400. So this is our second equation. So let's write for that too. 172 is equal to A plus 400B. So what is actually specified in the questions? There are 2 equations given, and from that 2 equations you have to find the values of unknowns. What are the unknowns over here? A and B. So let's mark the first equation as equation number 1 and the second equation as equation number 2. So now we got 2 equations. Either you can use substitution method or the elimination method to find it. I will be using here elimination method. Why? Because the values or coefficients of A are 1 and it is easy to find out. You can just subtract 1 from 2 or 2 from 1. So subtracting equation 1 minus equation 2, what you get? First of all, I am going to write the equation. Otherwise, you will not. Otherwise, you may have confusions. A plus 100B, 172 is equal to A plus 400B. So what I did an elimination method. I don't have to multiply here to make some coefficient change because already in these equations, both the coefficients of A are 1. So you can just directly subtract it. So what happens here? Minus 120 is equal to minus 300B. So what you can do? Minus and minus you can cancel and make it as positive. From that, B's value you can find it as 120 by 300. So whenever you have fractions, try to make it in the smallest form, 30. Then it is divisible by 2. Then again here 5. 2 by 5 is 0.4. So now you got the value of B as 0.4, and now you have to substitute in any of these equations and find the value of A. So let's directly substitute in this equation. So 52 is equal to A plus 100 into 0.4. 100 into 0.4 is nothing but 40 plus 40 A is equal to 52. So value of A is 52 minus 40, which is 12. So I hope you got the value of both A and B. So what are the values of A? A's value is 12 and the value of B is 0.4. So that's it. So this is how you solve simultaneous equations from a practical problems. Okay, now let's do the second problem. Second problem is a bit more interesting than the first problem. Okay, the equation of a straight line of gradient m and intercept on the y-axis c is y equal to mx plus c. So let's write the problem. So y equal to mx plus c is the equation of a straight line. So equation of a straight line of gradient where m is the gradient and c is the intercept. Okay, now if a straight line passes through these points, so let's assume that a straight line is passing through these points when x equal to 1 and y equal to -2. So one equation for that already it is given, x is equal to 1 and y is equal to -2. Okay, let's substitute these values. Okay, -2 is equal to m into x. M into x is like -2 and plus c. Okay, so you got your first equation. This is the equation number 1. And now let's take the other equation. Also through the point when x equal to minus, and also through the point when x equal to 3 1 by 2 and y is equal to 10 1 by 2. Okay, another one equation given is that x is equal to 3 1 by 2, 3 1 by 2 and y is equal to 10 1 by 2. Before doing this, first of all, when you have a mixed fraction, what you have to do? You have to always make it in terms of improper fractions. Okay, before doing the calculation. So 3 into 2 is 6, 6 plus 1, 7 by 2. So x is equal to 7 by 2 and y is equal to 10 into 20, 20 plus 1, 21 by 2. So the values are already given, x equal to 7 by 2. Let's substitute that 21 by 2 is equal to m into x value is 7 by 2 plus c. So here what you have to do, to eliminate this fraction, first you have to multiply here with 2 also. So 21 by 2 is equal to 7m plus 2c by 2. Now in both terms there are 2, so you can cancel it and write it as 7m plus 2c is equal to 21. So this is your second equation. Okay, now you got your both equations. So what is actually asked in the question? To find the gradient and the intercept. Okay, what are they? M and C. So as such you got both these equations. You can use substitution and elimination method. In these problems it won't be specified which method to use. You have to use according to your convenience. In the previous problem I did elimination because why? It was easier for me because there are both the coefficients of a 1 and it is easier when you subtract one equation from the other. But in this case, let's take, there is no such kind of, you have to do for elimination also, you have to multiply with some value. So I am going to do here with substitution method. So let's find, so m plus c is equal to -2, right? Now I am going to substitute it. So m is equal to -2 minus c. It's easy, right? So m is equal to -2 minus c. Now I am going to substitute here 7 into -2 minus c plus 2c is equal to 21. Okay, so minus 14 minus 7c plus 2c is equal to 21. Okay, now you got here, so minus 5c is equal to minus 21 plus 14, that is 35, right? So minus 5c, so c is equal to minus 7. So now you got the value of c as minus 7. So just directly substitute in this equation, m plus c is equal to -2, right? So m minus 7 is equal to -2. So what is the equation here? You can just substitute these values. M is equal to -2 plus 7. So m is equal to 5. You got the value of m as 5 and c is equal to -7. So we need to check these values are correct or not. You can either substitute in this equation or in the second equation to find the value. I am going to substitute in the second equation both these values of m and c to check whether the answers or the unknown values which I obtained is correct or not. Okay, so let's substitute. 7 into 5 is what? 35 plus 2 into minus c. 2 into minus 7 minus 14. What it is? 35 minus 14 is 21. And LHS is equal to RHS. Now we have proved that both the values are same. So that's how you find the answer for the problem number 2. And now let's do the problem number 3. So okay, now let's continue with the problem number 3. Let's read the question first. The distance s meters from a fixed point of a vehicle traveling in a straight line with a constant acceleration a meter per second square is given by the equation s is equal to ut plus half at square. So this is our equation. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, then what it is that, and is given by the equation where u is the initial velocity that we already know and t is the time in seconds. Okay, determine the initial velocity and acceleration. So initial velocity is u and a we have to find with the conditions that s is equal to 42 meters with t when t is equal to 2 seconds and s is equal to 144 when t is equal to 4 seconds. So we have now two equations. So first equation is that 42 is equal to t's value is 2. So 2u plus t square is 4, right? 4 by 2 is 2. So 2a. Am I doing correct? 2 square by 2 is 2. 2a, right? Okay, now we got the first equation. And what is the second equation over here? 144 is equal to 4u because t is equal to 4 seconds plus 4 into 4, 4 square is 16. 16 by 2 is 8. 8a. So this is our second equation. And now we got two equations. You can use whichever way you use. I am going to use here the elimination method because you can see that the values of u here are 2. You just have to multiply the first equation with the 2 so that you can eliminate u and find the value of a and then substitute in any of these equations and find the value of u and a. Okay, so let's find the value. Let's multiply this equation number 1. So multiplying equation 1 with 2 yields you what? 42 into 2 is 84. Okay, plus 2 into 2 4u plus 4a. Okay, what happens here? 144 is equal to 4u plus 8a. So once you subtract it, what happens? You get cancelled. 144 minus 84 minus 144 is what? 60, right? Is equal to this gets cancelled off minus 4a. So here also there is a minus and minus gets cancelled. So a is equal to 60 by 4, that is 15. So 15 meter per second square. Okay, so you got the value of a, and now we have to find the value of initial velocity. So to find the value of initial velocity, what you have to do? Substitute in any of your equation. So I'm going to substitute the value. What is equation here? 42 is equal to 2u into 242 is equal to 2u plus 2 into a, right? So 2 into a is 15, that is 30. So 42 is equal to 2u plus 30. So 2u is equal to 42 minus 30, that is 12, and u is equal to 6 meter per second. So you got the value of a and u. Okay, now what is the next step? Again, the question is not complete because they have also asked find also the distance traveled after 3 seconds. So I have to find the value of s when traveled after 3 seconds. So s is equal to ut plus half at square is our formula, right? So now you know the value of u and a. What is the value of u? It is 6, right? 6 into 3. 6 into 3. After 3 seconds it is ut plus, next what it is? Half into, okay, what's the value of a? It is already known that it is 15, and again it is here 3 square, so 9. So 16 into 3 is 18. 18 plus 15 into 9 is like 135. 135 by 2, that is 18 plus 67.5, which is nothing but 85.5 meter. So at the end we have also find the value of distance traveled after after 3 seconds. So within 3 seconds, this is how you find the values. I hope it's very much clear with the simultaneous equations, and in my next topic I will be covering upon transposition of formula. Okay, so that's all for today and see you on my next video. Bye bye, take care.